It's better to do less than doing nothing at all. Don't underestimate the power of small efforts. Small drops only makes a big ocean. Hi and welcome to Surangavoli. Myself Yatra. Most of the students fails to prepare for the GATE exam by seeing the syllabus itself. They feel afraid and they don't know where to start. Surangavoli takes a small effort in helping the students who are preparing for GATE exam by solving the previous year's GATE question papers in small videos. In this video, we have solved 3 questions. Question number 62, 33 and 25 from GATE exam 2015. I request you to please download the same question paper I have used in the link given in the description in order to avoid confusion because of different set of question papers is available in the online. Question number 62. Copper ore of average grade 0.65% is mined, then milled, then smelted and then refined. The following information is available for us. Mill recovery rate is 85%. Average grade in mill concentrate is 20%. The loss in smelting process is 5 kg per ton of concentrate and loss in refining process is 2 kg per ton of blister copper. Now we have to find what is the amount of refined copper, that is pure copper, obtained per ton of ore in kgs. They are given 4 options. Option 1 it is 5.10 kg, or option B 5.37 kg, option C 5.52 kg, option D 6.50 kg. In this question, we have to find the amount of refined copper that we have obtained from these mines after doing all beneficiation. So, let us take example that this mine have a ore of chalcopyrite. So, in order to obtain the refined copper, we have to remove the unwanted materials like ferrous and sulfur from this chalcopyrite. In question, they have given that the average grade of copper that you found in this chalcopyrite is 0.65%. In order to obtain the refined copper, it has to undergo 3 processes. First one is milling, second one is smelting, third one is refining. Now let's try to understand practically what is that average grade 0.65% means. If you take 1 kg of chalcopyrite from these mines, you will get copper of 6.5 grams. So, if you take 1000 kgs from these mines of chalcopyrite, you will get 6.5 kgs of copper in that chalcopyrite before beneficiation. What it means that if you take 1000 kg of ROM, that is raw material from this mine, that ROM will have copper of 6.5 kg. If you see the option D 6.50 is ruled out because before beneficiation itself we are getting only 6.5 kg. So after beneficiation definitely our copper percentage will be reduced. So now we have to find the answer among other 3 options. Now the copper which is of 6.5 kg is sent to mill for further beneficiation. According to question, the mill is having recovery rate of 85%. What it means? It means that if you give 1 kg of material to the mill, you will get 0.85 kg of material as an output. So, if you give 6.5 kg, what will be our recovery? So, 85% of 6.5 is 5.52 kg. So our option 5.52 kg is also ruled out because we need to further beneficiate. So our copper percent is going to reduce. Now we have to find answer between option A or B. The next information available to us is the average grade of copper in mill concentrate is 20%. What it means that practically or theoretically, the mill is designed in such a way such that if you take whatever the output that they are calling that concentrate from the mill will have 20% of copper. It means that if you take 100 kg of concentrate from the mill, it will have 20 kg of copper in it. So if you take 1000 kg of concentrate, it will have 200 kg of copper. The mill concentrate is sent to smelting for further beneficiation. What they have given that in smelting we will have 5 kg of copper loss for every ton of concentrate. What it means that in previous slide we have found that the 1000 kg of concentrate is having 200 kg of copper. When this material is sent to smelting, the output material will have copper of 195 kg according to the design. According to design, if we give 200 kg of copper to the smelting, we will get copper of 195 kg. But practically, now we have copper only of 5.52 kg from the mill. So if we give that material to the smelting, how much kg of copper we will get? So the amount of copper got after smelting is 5.52 into 195 divided by 200. If we solve this, you will get 5.38 kg of copper after smelting. You should note that the copper which is obtained after smelting is blister copper. The blister copper obtained from smelting is sent to now refining. What they have given that in refining you will have 2 kg loss of copper for every ton of blister copper. What it means that if you take 1000 kg of blister copper which is having 1000 kg of copper, when it is sent to refining, you will get material of copper having 998 kg. If you see, if we give blister copper of 1000 kg, you will get copper of 998 kg. But practically in our minds, we are having blister copper of 5.38 kg. If it goes to refining, how much amount of copper we will get? So amount of copper is 5.38 into 998 divided by 1000. So the amount of refined copper that you get after all the process is 5.37 kg. So in this question the answer is 5.37 kg. If you see practically, what it means that if you take 1000 kg, that is 1 ton of material from the mines, after all the beneficiation you will get only 5.37 kg of copper from these mines. Question number 33. An underground coal mines is employing 1200 person. When they employ 1200 person, they experiences 2 fatal injuries, 6 serious injury, 8 reportable injuries during a year for they have taken 2013. Now they are asking what will be the total injury rate if you employ only 1000 person for that year. Can see according to the question, if you employ 1200 person, the injury rate is 2 plus 6 plus 8. So that is 16% for every 1200 person. What they are asking is, if your employee is only 1000, what will be your injury rate? can see the injury rate will be 16 into 1000 divided by 1200. So our answer is injury rate for every 1000 person is 13.33. You can round off between 13 to 13.6. Question number 25. Dilatancy of the rock is associated with option A, increase in surface area after fragmentation. Option B, decrease in volume due to compression of rock. Option C, increase in shear strain due to cracking of rock. Option D, increase in volume due to cracking of rock. You can see dilatancy means volume change. So it should be answer between B and D. But you can see the cracking of rock causes increase in volume. So option B is ruled out. So the correct answer is option D. In this video, we have solved 3 questions from GATE exam 2015 question paper. Hope this video was very useful to you. Subscribe to our channel for more videos related to GATE exam. Thank you.